Chesapeake Gatlinburg 2 years later, but this time we really gave them a challenge.
We did. We ate people.
4 generations of pea eaters, and we brought them to Chesapeake because we wanted to see how this would work out.
And of course, leading up to going to Chesapeake's, we really talked it up about how wonderful it was and how amazing the food is.
Yes, we did have a reservation. We came right in, we got seated, and then there was some delay.
And I was getting antsy.
You were getting antsy. Mimi has an internal clock, and she's got to have contact with someone pretty soon, and this was getting really close to her buzzer push. So you were a little bit worried, and then here comes Babs, appearing behind a tray full of bread and water and all kinds of good stuff, and we went from having nothing to having bread and water. I could live on Chesapeake's bread and water, there's no question.
Hey.
Yes, there were all kinds of croissants and different muffins, and
some had fruit in it. Absolutely amazing bread, so much so that our grandson, who doesn't eat much bread at all, had multiple.
Probably some of the best service I've ever had from any server anywhere. It was amazing.
It was absolutely wonderful. We had talked up Neva's potatoes.
Oh, yes.
Because Neva's potatoes are so good.
They are so good.
We had talked them up and talked them up.
Look them up online.
Yes. She said, you need to try the baked spinach Maria. So we did.
And I don't like spinach.
I do, and I like the spinach a lot.
It was fantastic. For me to say it was fantastic, that says a lot about it right there. So we had 2 appetizers. We had crab cakes and calamari. G loves calamari. I love crab cakes. Maybe you love crab cakes too. And they're very good. They're very good crab cakes. I would say top 2 that we've ever eaten. They're very good. The calamari was fresh. It was not overcooked. It's very easy to overcook calamari. It was very tasty. Everyone at the table really liked all of that.
Right.
So then we get to the main course.
Right.
I had lobster.
I had flounder.
You had flounder. Our granddaughter had crab cakes. To her first, after she tasted the crab cakes in the beginning, she actually made that her dinner.
Oh, right.
That's right. Our daughter had grouper, and the son-in-law had trout.
He had trout, and that was gluten-free. Grandson had fried shrimp.
He said, I've eaten a lot of shrimp. I've never tasted shrimp like this, and he destroyed that. There was nothing.
Absolutely.
So our sides were Neva's potatoes, baked spinach. Maria, our daughter, had
grits.
Yes, she had the shrimp and grits up. And I still love Neva's potatoes, but I have to give it to Barb's. Baked spinach Maria is really, really good.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Which one was your favorite?
I think the spinach.
Yeah.
But the flounder was.
Oh yeah. No. The food is just amazing. And the lobster was excellent. What made the lobster so good was it was seasoned so perfectly. And lobster pretty much you just dip it in butter and it tastes like butter. I mean, that's the way it goes. And this did not. It had extra seasoning in there. It was the special sauce that makes a restaurant a special restaurant. It was really good. So it's very interesting at Chesapeake's. Any entry on the menu that has a blue square beside it means that they can actually make that for gluten-free. And about 70% of their menu can be made gluten-free for you. So then we got to the end and there was nothing.
A lot of empty plates.
We had a lot of empty plates. We really needed a pillow and a place to lay down. And once again, for the 3rd time, Chesapeake's lived up.
I think it's my new favorite restaurant.
It really is, especially up there. I mean, it's the ambiance, it's the people. I mean, the fantastic service. And the funny thing, if you would have asked me, could they raise the bar over the first 2 times we went, I would have said not really. Yeah, no. Barb's was, I mean, she made it, but the food was excellent. And to see so many different types of food and to know they do all of that at such a high level, that's just perfection.
I wish we had one here.
Yeah. Well,
we'd go all the time.
Yes, we would. Yeah, and I would be bigger.
We all would.
Yeah, definitely. So now I'm hungry. I think I want to go eat some dinner. Yeah.